Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know, my name is Abby. I'm a live music and portrait photographer based on the East Coast. Today I wanted to be talking about all of my necessities for when I go on tour. I've been a touring photographer since March of 2020, but the past 2 years I've been on the road more than I ever have before. So today I wanted to share all of my non-negotiables that I need to bring with me for when I'm traveling all the time. First one is, I'm obviously the photographer when I go on tour, so I have my big camera backpack, but I've learned to bring a fanny pack as well. In my fanny pack I always have my wallet, earplugs, a pack of gum, my phone charger, anything that I need to grab really quickly. I'll put my Sharpies in there for when I need them at the merch table. I found that this is so much easier because if I leave my backpack in the green room or in the van or just I don't have it with me, at least I always have my ID, my wallet, just everything that I need on me. I'll throw hand sanitizer in here. It's just really nice to have something that is always on you that has everything that you need so that you can just grab it really quickly. I've noticed that I feel way more organized when I have this on me. Earplugs are another necessity. I always have to have earplugs. You need to protect your ears. I really need to get myself professional grade ones like Eargasm or something of the sort because I really just go to Walgreens and stock up on cheap earplugs, and they do get the job done, but I do want to get a pair of better ones. I always bring a mini first aid kit with me. I feel like you're working with musicians or at the merch table, I feel like I'm always scratching up my hand, or you never know if someone's gonna need a band-aid. I've given out so many band-aids in my time on the road because obviously you're working with a lot of drummers, a lot of musicians. Drummers are always cutting their hands, that's just a given. So it's just nice to have that. It'll have a little hand sanitizer wipe. It will have Advil or any type of painkiller if you need it. I always bring a mini thing of Advil anyway, just because it's good to have on the road. The band usually needs it. I usually need it. Helps with headaches. Helps with anything. Obviously, you guys all know how Advil works. But I do always have my own separate little travel Advil or Tylenol with me. On top of that, I always bring travel packs of emergency. When you're on the road, you're not eating that well. Your immune system is fighting for its life. So every morning I wake up, I take an emergency. I'll make the band take an emergency. Just pour it in whatever water that you have. Or if you're at a hotel or someone's house, or even when you're at a rest stop, they'll always have water fountains or like a Wawa or a Sheetz or something like that. You can grab a water, just throw an emergency in. It helps with your energy. It helps with dehydration. I am always dehydrated on the road, and I find taking one of these either in the morning or at night helps me tremendously. On top of that, I will always have a reusable water bottle and snacks on deck. You never know when you're going to be able to stop for a meal. You never know when you're going to have one of those days when you're just absolutely starving and you're going to need to eat all the time. I get like that a lot on tour for some reason. I also have had my period a lot on tour this year, so I will always need a snack. But it's also nice to just throw in a granola bar so that you have it in the morning. You always know that you'll have your own breakfast. It also saves you money if you grab it in bulk beforehand. That way you know that at least one meal or one snack you're not spending money on. And then with your water bottle, you can always fill it up at the venue. You can fill it up at a gas station, like I said. It's just, you always got to stay hydrated, so it's nice to just constantly have a water bottle with you. I always bring wet wipes and face wipes with me as well. You don't always have access to a shower, and you're gonna be a little stinky because you're running around, you're sweaty, you're taking photos, you're selling merch, and you're interacting with people all the time, so you really don't want to smell bad. I always bring the Burt's Bees, either the purifying or the micellar water face wipes. They just help if I can't take a shower one night, or even if I'm just touring in the summer, I feel a little gross, I'll just wipe my face down. Wet wipes are helpful if, like I said, you don't have access to a shower, you just feel a little gross, or you don't have time to shower in the morning. It's just a nice way to feel a little more human and a little more clean on the days that you don't have time to fully shower, get yourself ready for the day. I always bring a pillow and a blanket with me. It's just a little more comforting to have my own pillow and blanket with me. That way when I stay at someone's house, I don't have to worry about it. I can just curl up wherever I need to. I also will stay in hotels a lot on tour, thankfully, so it's nice to just have your own pillow. I feel like whenever I travel, I bring my own pillow, whether I'm on tour or not. And the blanket is nice because if you're touring in the cold weather, you can also wrap yourself in that in the van if it gets a little chilly, or if you just need some cozy time to yourself on the drives. And then for the drives, I bring my AirPods. I need to recharge my social battery. My social battery dies fairly easily, especially when you're on tour. I'm talking to people at merch, I'm photographing the show, and then I'm in the van with my band. You have no alone time. So it's really important to headphones in, world out when you need it. I'll do this for like an hour or two on long drives just so I have some time to myself. I can close my eyes and just really reset for the night ahead. On top of that, I will also bring a book with me. I've only really read a book on tour like a handful of times. I feel like sometimes it just becomes annoying in my bag, but the times that I do use it, I'm so grateful to have it. I I struggle with anxiety, and sometimes on the road my anxiety can go on overdrive, and I've learned if I take some time in the morning while everyone's getting ready, I can go downstairs to the hotel lobby or somewhere else in the house that we're staying at, or even go back into the van and just read a little bit of my book, and it really grounds me for the morning, makes me feel like I have some semblance of a routine, and it's just a nice comforting thing to have because there is a lot of downtime on tour, and instead of doom scrolling on your phone all the time, which I know is very easy to do and I do it far too often on the road, it's nice to just have a book that you can lock in and just be in a different world for a little bit. So these are some of my tour necessities. I absolutely need to bring these on tour in order to feel a little bit more like a human. They may seem small, but when you're on the road traveling, you're far from home, you're in a different state that you maybe have never been in every day, these little comforts are so important to keeping yourself grounded and just keeping your mental health in check. Let me know if there are any other videos you want to see related to me being a touring photographer. I would love to film them and give you more of an insight into what I do. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, all of the things so you never miss a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, besties.